Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Joshana here. We're gonna talk about some freaking books. So, I'm a little late, I feel like. I don't know, I haven't really seen anybody else's wrap-ups for this. It is the holidays. I meant to have this up Wednesday, the week after Christmas, but it didn't happen. So, whatever. Regardless, this is my wrap-up for the Holiday Adventureathon, which is put on by Jasmine at Novel Thoughts. Bleh. I'll link her down below. She's freaking awesome. Check her out. And there were various hosts, different team captains, and what have you. And I was on Team Holiday Snowman. If you weren't aware, if you follow me on Twitter, you have to be aware because I was tweeting about it pretty regularly. Yeah, let's get to this. So, according to my calculations, if I am correct, I ended up reading 14 books for this readathon. Oh, and it went on from the 13th to the 25th is when this readathon went on. So it was longer than a week, which was cool. But you pick, if you want to be a participant in like the little teams or whatever, you do your path, your choose your own adventure path, which selects your challenges, and then you pick your books to fit the challenges. But when you get to the top of the path, then that's your team, and if you want to participate, you can like earn points for your team. So the path I did was the snowman path, and there's seven challenges for each path. I ended up completing the snowman path real quickly, like within like 3 or 4 days, and so I was like, screw it, I'm gonna try to finish another path. So I did, and I did the elf path, 4 points for Team Snowman still. So I read 14 books. I calculated with, any YouTube videos. I did vlogs during the week, during the readathon. I did like one Twitter sprint, I think. I'm usually like at work or like at home doing stuff, so I wasn't able. But then tweets and Instagram posts, photo posts. You get points for all of that, points for completing books, points for pages read, and points for completing paths and completing challenges. So all my points that I calculated was 8,528 points, and I read a total of 3,303 pages over those 14 books. So the books that I read, and these are not in order of how I read them or when I read them, a couple of ebook library from the library, like comic books. I read Garfield's Holiday Classics or something like that. I read the Archie Christmas Classics, also on ebook, the comics, and then another one that was a library e-comic was North Stars, which is like a cute little like kids comic about the North Pole and Santa and whatever. So those all just got me points for the pages and points for finishing books. They didn't necessarily fit, they were just extra, right? They didn't necessarily fall under any particular challenge. But for the challenges, I'll get into that now. I should have probably started with that, but like whatever. So for the snowman path, the first one for every path is Presents, a book that you got as a gift. For the snowman path for this, I read Let It Snow. And another challenge that Let It Snow fit on the snowman path was Wonder, read a book based on a holiday. It's very much based on Christmas, based on a holiday. And this also fit the Jack Frost challenge, read a book with the word snow in the title, obviously. And then I also read Deal of a Lifetime, this for the snowman path Nice challenge, which is read a book that a friend or family member recommended to you. This has been recommended on BookTube a bunch of times, so I counted that. And then 2 books that I had from the library that I actually just took back. The Santa challenge for the snowman path, read a book with red on the cover. I read all these American vampire books, the graphic novels. I read the first 5. Those all have red on the cover. I mean, Let It Snow also does have red on the cover, but I counted the American Vampire. And then there was the final 2 challenges to fulfill for the snowman path were Candles, read a book by candlelight, and Snowman, read a historical fiction book, and I used A Christmas Hope to fulfill that challenge. It was a pretty quick read. I read it like literally, I think, in one sitting. Yeah, I did, in one sitting in the morning on a Saturday, by candlelight. So there you go. So those fit the snowman path. Like I said, it's literally 4 books, so that's cool. Then on to the elf path. For this one, for the presents challenge, like I said, that is a challenge that every path has. The read a book that you got as a gift. I used Starry Starry Night by Lurleen McDaniel. Same thing as Let It Snow. Both of those I got when I was younger, that my parents bought for me, so I counted that as a gift. This also fulfilled the cocktails challenge on the elf path. Read a book while drinking a festive beverage. I drank my vegan eggnog while reading this. Also fit the Jolly challenge. Read a book with the word holiday in the title. It says 3 holiday stories. I saw people doing this with the My True Love Gave to Me, so I was like, screw it, I'm gonna do it too. Then I used this book, Saturday Night Widows, Saturday Night, why can't I talk, to fulfill the star challenge on the elf path, which is read a book with a metallic cover. So the whole cover is obviously not metallic, but the little stars, can you see? Can you see that the little gold stars are metallic? And then also for, which one? Oh, Naughty, read a book that was a cover by. I did get this from a library sale, but I totally just was like, well, that's pretty. And then I read the synopsis and I was like, all right, that sounds all right. And so I got it, mostly because it was pretty though. And I'm glad I got it at the library for a cheap price because I didn't really like it. So those were the only 2 challenges for that one. So then there were what, 1, 2 left. I used Daughter of Smoke and Bone to fulfill the Wish challenge, read a fairy tale retelling, because I wasn't really sure if I had any that I hadn't read. And like I said, this was like a last minute decision to like do this second path. But I saw online when I Googled this that it is considered sometimes like a Romeo and Juliet retelling. And reading it, I can totally see that. So I don't know if that's actually what Laini Taylor's intention was, but I have seen it, like I said, online multiple times. People compared it to like a Romeo and Juliet retelling or reimagining. And then also for the final one, which is Elf, read a fantasy book. This is definitely fantasy. Those 3 books completed all of the Elf challenges. Yeah, there we go. Those were the books. And then there were some extra ones. Like I said, I read all the vampire, American Vampire, the 5 of those. So let me count right now, actually. 14. Okay, cool. A lot of fun. It was, as the previous Adventureathon was in the spectacular readathon, just super creative. Jasmine's awesome for creating this and putting it on. I love it. I will likely participate in like any and every Adventureathon there is because I just think it's so fun. I don't yet know if the results I don't think the results have been like compiled and put out there for like which team won, but I really hope Team Snowman did. I saw another person on Twitter and I forgot to freaking click on it when I saw it and like check their YouTube channel to like subscribe to them, but another Team Snowman person who said that she also completed a second path. And I think she read like 13 or 14 books too, and like about the same amount of pages, I think. So I really hope that Team Snowman won. I feel like we could. And it's all fun and games. Like some people were getting like real serious about it during like tweeting Jasmine, like just being real like combative about like, well, you said it's a competition, like whatever. I don't want to like hate on anybody. I don't know these people, or this person. But like, it's not that serious. Like, it's fun. I'm very competitive. Like, I'm like, I want to win. But like, if I don't win, I'm not going to be like, I was saying this before, like, I demand a recount or like anything like that. It's not that serious. It's a fun way to read a lot of books, right? And be part of the community and just participate, maybe meet some new people. It's just for fun. Hopefully everybody that participated had fun, whether you succeeded in completing your path or not. Hopefully you were able to just enjoy it, right? Either way, because it's fun, like I said. Okay, that is all for now. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Like, comment, subscribe, and all that jazz. And I will talk to you later. Bye-bye.